Have y'all heard about the free wedding chapel in Austin, Texas? Hello, I'm Sid, and this is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we talk about weddings. Last week we talked a little bit about numbers, and that was kind of like a bummer, like all in itself, like just overall, like it was exciting and fun, but then it was like, fuck. So I kind of wanted to make this week kind of fun, and especially because I've been talking to one of my super good friends, Roxee, like super good friend, super good soul, super good just vibes, just everything. She's just the fucking dopest chick, type law of attraction type vibes, and it's definitely something that I'm in the vibe with. You know, overall, she's really helped me with this whole wedding shit I've been doing because there's just it's so overwhelming and I'm very honest about it. And so we recently connected and she told me about how she eloped. And whenever I thought of eloping, I always thought it was just those two people and that was that. But the way that she made it sound, it was just like super like cool, heartwarming and like really fucking cool. And she said it's like it doesn't have to be just y'all two. Like it can be, you can invite other people. Like it's up to you however you want to do it ultimately. But it's just in a different area. And I was just like, Roxy's wedding is beautiful and amazing. Using Simply Eloped, which I stalk on Instagram. I am in love, and just in general with Roxy's whole vibe, and then to hear the backstory behind it and how well it was planned and how just great it was, like gorgeous in every single way. They got married at the Rocky Mountain National Park, and the photos are just absolutely stunning. And she has just really opened up my mind to so many different ideas, especially with this free wedding chapel in Austin, Texas. Yeah, you heard that right, free, and like it's completely free, which is like super shocking and super crazy. Roxy really put me on to what this place is because she was thinking about doing it for her wedding. She said that if they didn't end up eloping, this was going to be what they were going to do, and they were going to use this Chapel Dulcinea, this free wedding chapel. Like they legit marry you for free. I think that's just so fucking dope. And I looked it up, I kind of dug into some details and found out some really interesting stuff. I emailed them, I reached out to them, and it turns out that yes, you have to reach out to all of the vendors separately, or you can use your own. So it doesn't come included, even though it's on the website, and it's like, you know, they do have all of their information on there, which makes sense. But the ceremony is 100% free. It's all donation based, and the only thing you have to do is pay $400 as a cancellation fee as soon as you book your date. And of course, the day of, you get that money back. Or if you don't show, they take it as a donation. Either way, it's kind of like a win-win in general, because this is such a cool idea, such a cool concept, and I think it's really neat that someone's actually doing it. And I know in 2005, whenever it first opened up, they were the first in the world to do it, which is super cool, super neat. I really love it. It's very intimate, and it's just really weird because one of the venues, the Tuscan room, or the Tuscan leather room, or something like that, reminds me of Drake. But that room is held up for 200 people or so. It's the bigger room, but the ceremony area is pretty small. So I don't really see where there can be 200 people within the ceremony room, but it is very interesting. Overall, really enjoyed this whole idea of kind of eloping, but still having 200 people if you could at the venue. It kind of just like led me and Jerome to like more ideas and kind of opened up our scope of what do we want to do. You know, would we want to do this in Austin and maybe at a super cool free chapel, or should we do it in San Antonio where we can come to bed that night and just be like grandma and grandpa like we are? Or should we actually maybe go somewhere further? Maybe like a destination wedding, maybe like I don't know. I feel like this just like opens up the doors to so many new ideas that I haven't thought of before, because last week was all about pricing, and pricing really kind of opened up our eyes to the reality of what is actually in front of us. Like the big elephant in the room, like, oh, we talked about it, but now it's like, what are we gonna do? Is it worth spending so much money here, or maybe is it cheaper overseas, or somewhere tropical, or somewhere cold, or I don't know. It just kind of opens up a whole new set of ideas, because at first I was kind of in a rut talking about money and how it was just kind of annoying and overwhelming and just a lot. Roxee just gave me this really cool idea, and she just kind of like opened up the door for like maybe in Austin, and then of course me being the Aries that I am, I'm like, let's go further, because you can never just do a little jump, you only have to do a crazy jump. But I'm super excited. I'm super thankful. Roxee is so dope. She's got tons of great advice, and I love that she's just so dope and like such like a cool vibe and a cool soul. So it's like hard not to like her. And we're from the same area, so represent. Shout out to the Valley, which is like the 956. Or so really cool. And just a whole new set of ideas that kind of opened up to maybe a destination wedding.